Yep, Surge.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Tonight we finish off Week 4 with a good Monday night matchup, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the New York Giants. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a two-time Pro Bowler coming off a big year, Saquon Barkley. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. Throwing Jones. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. You talk about this Seahawk defense. Currently #1 in the NFL against the run.
And I know, just like me, you're fired up about this one because this is the irresistible object and the immovable force. They're going head-to-head, #1 versus #1. I've talked about that running backs renaissance for a while. Can they slow these guys down? Where's my helmet? I want to play.
Geez, you are fired up. Something's got to give. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And taken right at the 35. Muscles him off. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. The leading rusher among rookies a season ago. Here's Kenneth Walker. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That play was all Bobby Okereke as he got there and dragged him down for the loss. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. On play action, Lance. That one complete downfield to Eskridge. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Lance now to throw. Man open downfield. It's Metcalf. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field. And we are ready to rock. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Detroit.
Slot man moves right. Now Jones. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. The Giants at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the good start, but then 2 straight losses since.
And now you start to wonder about what this does for a team's morale, how it affects their psyche, because let's face it, you work all summer pointing toward that opening game, you get the win, but then you don't carry it on from there. How will they bounce back from these losses and try and get right?
It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
On second down, here's Barkley. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Back to throw. Jones. Now this thrown deep for Slayton. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. This is fielded at the 27. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The 22 more yards there and another first down.
Great pickup by Walker. It was the second back off the board in the 2022 draft. But he was first among rookies in carries, yards, and touchdowns, and was the Rookie of the Year runner-up.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. You talk about this Giant defense. They've been pretty much a mess against the pass, number 31 in the league.
Theories abound. People have opinions. But too often for this team this season, it's been the big play that's done them in.
Play action. Now it's Lance. Crossing route catch made by Eskridge. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Here we go. Here we go.
Walker will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Sometimes offense can get too cute down near the goal line. on it, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Operating from the gun, Jones. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, boy, tough conditions out there. I don't know if the defender slipped or what, but he had a man wide open, and that's a bad one to miss on. They don't come a whole lot easier than that one right there.
That's pulled in at the 32. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 37-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. Now a play fake. Lance going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Ready?
Up the middle, here's Walker. Oh, look at the juke. He's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Lance looking to throw it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That open man that time may end up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready?
The Lance going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Evades him at the 10. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
They made a nice
Get sticky with that bitch.
Play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 66 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Here's Lance to throw it.
That nigga.
This is going to be intercepted.
Whoa.
And the Giants are going to
He
get the
just
football.
overthrew him.
Will come out to the 20.
He's open. That's the third missed touchdown pass he just missed already, bro. You mean I just missed 2 to beat them on the same drive.
To begin their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these
Box.
conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
No,
It is
you're
the
right.
age-old question, isn't it? And to me,
But you already know he doesn't have a
finding
deep
a
ball
way
like that.
to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9.
Oh, that's not a fumble?
This pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That shit gave me the camera like it was a fumble. Wow.
The Giants on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point.
That
They could
was
use a
healthy.
conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Now this thrown deep for Slayton. That's
He
caught
missed
at the
the
25.
swat.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Darius Slayton, 79 yards. And the Giants have got it back to within a score. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out.
No, he did not just run past him like that.
Will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Throwing now is Lance. Going for Metcalf.
You lucky I was under pressure.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Lance. And he's got Smith and Jigba. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Walker. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Oh, shit.
Pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Ooh, rock his word.
Shy of the 30.
Giants take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. Catch made by Slayton. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here we go.
Here's Jones on 1st down. Hyatt has got it. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed, the flag is out. So after the loss of down, they'll come up here with a 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. His throw caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. From the 4 now, 3rd and goal. Barkley. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. Back to throw. Jones. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Jalen Hyatt there to make the grab. And the Giants get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. York now for the extra point. And oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there That can change
The
things.
fact that he's still overthrowing these ridiculous stuff.
Get on out for the half. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there.
Yeah, because it wasn't supposed to be that wide to begin with.
He's got second and third down to fall back on.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun.
Whoa, nobody blocked him.
His tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
That's
now the Seahawks
crazy.
call the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 2nd down, here's Lance.
That's a big
Force it in,
and he's still throwing it wide. Just thinking he's throwing 4 accuracy, bro. So crazy.
So first thing crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely, and from this spot on the
So
field,
that's probably
now
8, 4,
you've given
4
the other
accuracy
side
just
a
throwing.
chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Jones throwing to start the drive. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Seahawks are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense.
There he goes, left side. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 15 now. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Giants 13.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Ready.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this 3rd quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Okay,
A
ready?
big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Lance on the option left. Now he's loose again. And finally wrestled down at the 11. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. So this play, until recently, only something you'd probably expect to see in a college game, but running quarterbacks are certainly in vogue, and this turned into a big play.
And you and I both know that for a long time, coaches worried about
Touchdown! DK Metcalf, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks take a 3-touchdown lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. he will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. A gain of 3, second down. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout.
Ooh, just want to check them in. Man, somebody got stuck.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to
legal
look
contact,
downfield
too.
for Barkley.
That's not going
And
to
Lynch
count.
throws the interception, his third. Picked off by Reek Woolen.
Yeah,
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. Forced out to his left.
Oh, that's the wrong button. Oh, it works out.
It's caught inside the 25.
I couldn't see his
It's a
fucking
big
button.
play there for Seattle. 41 yards.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 15-yard
A give for Walker running right. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 104 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Give them the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it.
How much am I? 30 man?
It doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, after that last sequence, they're sitting pretty comfortably. They force the fumble, get the field goal, and expand on that lead here in the second half.
And don't expect them to rest on their laurels after that kick either. They'll keep their effort up until the final whistle. They don't consider any lead safe.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
They nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and they will remain well behind. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Damn, he just
almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch, and guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did. Good. I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games. And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
Ready, break.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Lance.
Really?
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved.
I know I wasn't.
Offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance
That was so
to pad
good.
their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Rolling to his left. He completes this to Walker. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the 1st down right near the 24. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Ready, ready. Set, go.
And they take a knee. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now Jones.
That's a
And
big.
that'll be
You
incomplete.
go for it?
Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one
Should
in.
have.
Couldn't hang on.
I
3rd
should
down.
not have to use it there.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks are going to take...